And we're live. Welcome to the stream. Here we go. And if you're here, say hey in chat. Hey in chat. All right. Chat's working on my end. Got the audio check. I've already checked everything. If something's not working, it's because I've just completely failed miserably. So what we're doing today, we're not going to be looking at my YouTube dashboard. We're going to be looking at a local newsletter. Now, if you're like me, you have, hey, what's up, Eric? What's going on, man? If you're like me and you've kind of dabbled in spreadsheets or in newsletters, what am I doing here? A lot of people have been talking about local newsletters, and yeah, I'm on the bandwagon. I've got a few newsletters. Here's my main one, which is about spreadsheets. And what do you got? Eric Hartwig, Microsoft Excel Consulting. So, Eric knows what's up. He's a consultant. He's like next level over there. Met him over on LinkedIn. This is my main newsletter though. And I kind of know what I'm doing. I kind of don't. Just been making it up as I go, following stuff online like you're doing right now over the past 2 years. So I start out here in my main newsletter just to say that, you've got a little proof here that I kind of know what I'm doing, because the other ones are very much fledgling newsletters. This is the one we're going to be working on today. I'm going to show you my process for finding local events, templating them over in beehiiv, which is the software that I use. Any of them will work. I mean, ConvertKit, Kit, whatever they're calling it, Substack, all these, they pretty much have all the same functionality. I love beehiiv. I think it's the best. It's just been the easiest for me to do all this stuff with. But I started the Knoxville Weekender, or the Knoxville Weekend, rather. It was the Weekender when I first launched, back in December, maybe even in November 24. But I haven't really kept up with it, as you can see. I got a handful of subscribers solely from going over to Facebook and like posting randomly and doing a few like video trailers promoting this thing. I've had... It's not been zero effort, but it's been almost zero effort. So you can get some traction without hardly doing anything. I'm trying to parse out whether I'm going to pursue this one in the coming year. And so anyway, I'm kicking it back off now. I've been a month off of posting these. If we scroll over here to the main page, I don't even have an actual custom URL yet. This is just at a beehiiv address, as you can see right up here. Oh, look at this. I've got some live tools that I can draw on the screen. Pretty cool. I know, I'm awesome. But what we've got here, very simple, very basic stuff. In each of these issues, I've got a trivia question. I've got a local business spotlight. We're not doing this today. I don't have that ready because I just decided I'd do this stream a few minutes ago. But then we've got the basic format here. If you followed newsletters at all, if you followed the local newsletter scene, it's kind of the popular thing. It's in vogue right now. Everybody says just start with music, start with local events, and simply curate and list them on your page or on your newsletter. And people want this curation. So this is pretty low lift, low effort type of deal we're doing. I've got Friday through Sunday is what I've been doing. And then I've got, I forgot I did this. I've got some little Amazon links here on this little section down here. So puzzling ×4, what's this go to? Oh, it goes to a jigsaw puzzle. This was back in, I guess, January that I did that. We're going to be doing the main section today. Let me show you my process for it. I'll show you how we throw it into the beehiiv back in. It's pretty easy to wrap your head around, I do believe. And I've already lost the window with all my links on it. So let me find it over here. And I actually closed them all out. So we'll just go through it from scratch together. I build things in my Excel sheet here. So I'm an Excel guy, or a Google Sheets guy, as the case may be right here. And what I've done in this one is really pretty scrappy, as you can probably see. We basically have up here sites that I've found that list local events. So that's the first thing you kind of need. Where are you getting your events from? You can, go over on Facebook and whatnot, but a lot of times your Chamber of Commerce, in our case, this Visit Knoxville site, Run Tired will have races. You'll be able to find some local sites that you can literally just go and scrape their weekend events. So like down here, I'm down here on the calendar over here. I can just go the 7th through the 9th, and it's going to pull up all these events. Some of them are repeat events, and some of them are one-off events. I like the one-off events better, but whatever, just find somewhere that lists events. Okay, Eamon, well, if they're already listed here, won't people just go to this website? Well, yeah, they can, but the convenience of, and I think the popularity of a local newsletter is because of this convenience factor of just, hey, get it in my inbox, open it up, I see what's going on, it links out to the sites. Okay, enough of a preliminary precursor there. Let's get to building this thing. So what I like to do is I have Beehiiv over here. We're going to come back to actually writing the post, and I'll pull up the template after we get our events. So I'll usually just split the windows up like this. I'll have this what to do in Knoxville Weekend spreadsheet, and then I'll come over here and say, what do I want to actually highlight? All right, so I've got a few already listed down in here for Sunday, but now we need Saturday and Friday. So that's what we're going to build right now. I'm just going to grab some events at random. We're going to put the date and stuff over here, because what this spreadsheet will do is actually give me the information in a nice copy paste format that I can put in our template. So let's grab this Knoxville Symphony League deal. I open it up over here because we actually need the address to send people to click out and go see if they want to actually do this event. Live music is always a good idea. Let's grab that guy right there. I'm just going to grab the dates over here, make sure we got all Friday dates. And if anybody's hanging out in chat, let me know what's up. My kids and wife were supposed to come say hey. And guys, if you're there, say hey, please. All right, we got Knoxville Symphony League ball. We got live music. Let's get one or two more events. Oh yeah, this thing looked pretty cool. Sunsphere Sunset. That's right. You can go watch the sunset up in the Sunsphere at the World's Fair Park downtown Knoxville. That sounds pretty cool. And also terrifying if you're afraid of heights like I am. Okay, what else? Knoxville Salsa. I've put this in before. It's a recurring event. We're going to leave that there. This art extravaganza is actually, looks like it's all weekend. I've got it already bookmarked for Sunday. Let's do one more, maybe this Tavern Notes, whatever this is. All right, so we'll open those up in a different window. Then I'll come over here and I will copy the link. This is the Knoxville Symphony League. I'll put the link right here in my spreadsheet. And then I usually just like come over here and grab the first sentence or two. I'm not going to spend a lot of time proofreading live for you to make sure I'm grabbing the most accurate description. Really, people just need a very brief one-liner on what's going on. So what this sheet will do is it'll pull that over here. It'll pull the name as well as the description, and then it'll have a more info link that it's building the link from that hyperlink that I pasted in there. Does that make sense? So this more info right here will actually take us to that Symphony Bowl page. All right. Now we're going to do that same thing over here, live music. Visit the website. I'm going to copy that link. I'm going to put the link in here. Join us at the Barrel House. Copy that description in there. Sometimes the spacing is like funky with Google Sheets. If you're interested in how to get Sheets looking better and how to do stuff like this and create some of these custom formulas, that's what my main newsletter Got Sheet is about. You can click around in the description and probably find a link for that below. Love to have you over there. Visit website, copy link, Sunsphere. This is actually something I would do if I didn't have 4 kids. Maybe. I think I could handle being up there watching the sunset. Look at that. That looks awesome. I've never actually been inside the Sunsphere. I've been at the base of it a lot. The Knoxville Marathon, which takes place each year in, I guess like the beginning of April. It starts and ends right there at the World's Fair Park. All right, and one more for Friday. Copy the link, bring it over here. And we won't do Saturday right now. I'll just show you how I throw this stuff in, and we'll come back and do Saturday if we got more time at the end. But I'll show you the beehiiv part of it after this. Because this part, as you can see, I mean, this is just mainly copying and pasting stuff, finding the information that you're going to be curating, and then just copying and pasting it. All right, so we've got a few events right here. Got 4 of them. Let's switch over to beehiiv, my platform of choice. And what you can do is start writing. That brings up a blank canvas. What I like to do in beehiiv is I set up templates for how I want these things to look. So here I've got 2. I've got this 2025 version 2.0. It's got the trivia, the local business, and then this weekend, and a little thank you at the bottom asking people to share. I don't even remember what I did on the other one, how it's different. Trivia, business, weekend, staying indoor. Okay, so the only difference is it's got that little Amazon section. We'll leave that out. I won't fool with finding those links right now. So let's go back to templates and let's use this template. Incidentally, if you want to make changes to templates, it is as easy as editing them, and then it just saves right here. And by using it, then we can set up all the formatting and all the junk like that beforehand, so that when we're ready to actually write our newsletter of the week, instead of using this from December, we can just replace from image library. Where did I save? Oh, I haven't made an image yet. We'll do that at the very end. I'll show you how I template images for thumbnails in Canva. What to do this weekend in Knoxville? I just leave that the same. I'm going to put the date right here. 2025, 3/9/2025 for the subtitle. Trivia. Okay, this is probably a pretty big hack for local newsletters. What are you trying to do with these? Well, you're trying to provide a service people want to open and read. You're curating information for them. But at the end of the day, are you going to keep doing this for free? Well, maybe. That's great. I'm doing most of what I do on the internet for free, but ideally we want to monetize it in some way, and local newsletters are ideally placed in a position for advertisements and sponsorships, and they want to see click-through rates and open rates, stuff like that, to see how many people they can actually get in front of, how many eyeballs they can get in front of. So a trivia section right here, and this is what it looks like, is great because people will be like, oh, I know that's Cormac McCarthy was from Knoxville, John Irving, James Egg, I don't know, but I'd like to know. So they're going to click this just to see what the answer is if they don't already know it. So I like to, and I closed this window too, didn't I? No, there it is. So I like to grab some trivia questions. Oh, and I've got a good one. Okay. Tell me if y'all know the answer to this. So we're going to delete that. We're going to type /poll, and this is a premium feature. You have to be on one of the paid plans at beehiiv, as with automations and a bunch of stuff. Totally worth it in my opinion. So you can just, hey, create a poll or use one that you've already created. And what do we call this? Famous treat. All right. And it's going to be a trivia, not a voting poll type. So there will be a correct and incorrect answer. And here's the question. Which famous treat was first introduced, back to our World's Fair site, at the 1982 World's Fair? Any of y'all know the answer to this? Was it A, funnel cake? Was it B, Petros? Was it C, fried Oreos? Or was it D, cheesesteak? Oh, steak. If I could spell E-A-K, there. Which one? Well, if you're watching this, I'll just let you in on the answer. It is Petros. Good old Petros. And if you're not from Knoxville, you don't know what Petros are. They are like Fritos and chili in a bowl with all kinds of awesome goodness in there. Super good. Locally owned and operated, I guess, since 1982. So a year longer than I've been alive. I know the owners of this company, great guys, and it's a great company. So there you go. If you are, oh, great, I just lost the poll. But if you are watching right now, you just saw how to remove a poll. There we go. All right, it's back. I don't know what happened there. But if you're watching right now, you now know the answer to this when it goes out on the newsletter tomorrow. So go ahead and get on the list so that you can answer it correctly and see how many other people did not answer it correctly. All right, trivia, poll. I will leave Old Kraken's Cup in there for now as a local business spotlight. And here is where we just bring our information over. I've got this in our spreadsheet right here. So I'll copy this guy and just paste it over here. And actually, do I have the full? Yeah, sorry, I was in the wrong square. I actually need to copy it from right here. Whoa. And then paste both of those over here. So we're going to copy, come over here, paste. How am I going to paste this? Paste values only. Yeah, so I don't want to bring in any formatting. I just make the title of it bold. Then I copy this more info guy and I put the link right there and we're good to go. All right, so we do that for all of these events. And pretty quickly, we've built out our events. Sometimes you'll bring in like a quote right there. See that little nasty quote for some reason? Why is that there? I don't know. That's the cost of copying and copying and pasting quickly. So get rid of some of those, make it look halfway decent and professional. Make sure in your sheet that you are pulling from the correct lines. I am. Here's the sunset sunsphere deal. Paste values. And if you didn't know, pasting values is a good old spreadsheet trick, but it works in word processors also. If you do Control-Shift-V instead of just Control-V, then it won't bring in any bold formatting or stuff like that. It'll just paste the values that you want. So if you got formatting like I do over in the template in beehiiv, you stick with that. All right, Saturday we're going to come back to, I'll probably do that off air because I didn't pull up Saturday events. But then Sunday I picked out 4 events and let's go ahead and grab those. So I'm going to change my calendar here. Oh, and there's a race. So run, sign up. I forget what race it was. Let's go find that too, because that's on Saturday. We'll just go ahead and put that event there. So 15 miles of Knoxville, search. Yeah, the Marble City 5K. And somewhere I saw this might be a 5K and an 8K option. Ooh, we got 3 weeks to go. Is that 3 weeks? Yeah, 3 weeks to go until the pistol. I'm running in this one. Actually, that's like 2 weeks. Can't wait. I'm doing the 100K, not the 100 mile. Okay, so this is just a 5K. Let's bring it in over here. Marble City 5K. This is on 3/8. And the link is right here. Do we have a description? We do. All right, I just grabbed that line. There. So now we've got one event for Saturday. We can go ahead and put in just because Marble City 5K. And then the more info. And there's one Saturday event. I'll add some more to it later. All right, back to Sunday. What did I want to do? An art extravaganza. Gary, okay, we got this Gary Clark. Art extravaganza. Oh, that looks cool. Amadeus Concert Ensemble. Bring it on. Matt Bratton. Oh, if I missed you, sorry, Matt. Good to see you, man. I just glanced over at chat. Haven't figured out this dual monitor setup while I'm streaming. All right, so I've got a couple events here. Anybody seen Amadeus? Man, that movie was awesome. I'm a classical piano guy. I mean, I'm partial to the old classics. In fact, check it out. Got the piano right there. I'll play that for you live sometime. Not today, though. It's not hooked up to the old live streaming setup. What's up, guys? Nobody said anything about a audio quality being off. Usually I screw something up with my audio, like talking for 30 minutes and it's not even working. I hope that's not been the case today. All right, I've got 3 events, but I need a 4th. Right on, man. Glad you dropped in, Matt. Oh, we got kids entering the building too. Where's your clothes, boy?
More of a dino.
Now check this out, guys. This is Hayden. Say hey. He does have underwear on. You can't see it. It's off camera. These things are the latest obsession. I've done some posts on these. I've been creating some of these myself.
I love them.
And Hayden said he loves them. Pixel art. Whoa, baby. You're going to burn their ears out.
I love them.
Pixel art, color by numbers. This has been an obsession in our household. And I got to say, they're pretty awesome. I'm going to give this website a shout out. This is from the pixelcolorist.com. We used to use coloringsquared.com, and we still do. But let me tell you what, this guy or gal is an actual pixel artist, and it's pretty awesome. Anyway, Hayden wanted to say hi. Now get your booty out of here, boy. Head back out. I'm talking to an actual international audience. We are on the World Wide Web. And look right over here. My buddy Eric is hanging out saying, hey, the audio's good. Glad to hear, Eric. Matt is hanging out. Just saw the post. Yeah, it's like cross stitch, man. And these are super, super intricate. I mean, the coloring squared one is probably a 20 by 20 grid versus this is like a 70 or 80 by 80 or so. Yes, and he loves the murals. In fact, we're gonna just take a break and we're gonna show everybody what you're talking about. Coloring Squared. This was the original. This is the OG site. Oh man, how am I like destroying the windows like that? This is the OG site. And I think they market it to like grade teachers and everything. I'll show them murals. I think they market it to teachers because they've got math facts, advanced maths, all sorts of different deals where it's like a math problem in the grid. If I could open one up and show you. So it teaches you, like gamifies the learning sort of. But let's show everybody what Hayden wants y'all to see. Coloring Squared murals are the best because the murals, just the coloring by number.
Also, show him the ones I've done.
Well, you've done them all. He's done the Super Mario. He's done the Luigi. He's done Sonic moonwalking like 14 times.
No.
Not that many. 4 times though. He has not done this Marvel deal yet.
It's a lot of black, but it's a lot of gray.
It's a lot of gray. There's a little black on the outlines. More gray though. Yeah, dude, check it out, Eric. These are super cool. If you have kids, especially.
The elephant one.
I don't know where the elephant one is. We're probably not going to look that one up. We got Baby Yoda and Mandalorian,
I haven't done that.
also known as Grogu.
Oh, also.
And here's your favorite, right? This is a 12-page Mario mural. So it literally prints on 12 pages. You got like it's listed A1, A2, A3, and you put them all together at the end. Both him and his older brother have versions of this in their room hanging up on the wall.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. All right. Tell the guys bye.
No.
Okay. Well, let's go sit over there because I got to keep doing this. No, we're not doing any more of that. There you go. Here's your pixel. See you. All right. Intermission is over. Let's go back to where we were at. And we need the last event, which is this second Sunday art activity. Where is that? Dun, dun, dun. Second Sunday art activity. Here we go. So we're just going to go back to copying and pasting descriptions in here. grabbing the links right here. And then we will be ready to schedule this post. And actually, we'll do the Canva template here as soon as I get these in our template on beehiiv. And then we'll be good to go. All right, here's a description for this. Gary Clark Jr. Visit website, copy link. Art extravaganza, visit website, copy link. I'm always afraid I'm going to paste the wrong link in here. I'm sure it'll happen at some point because I move kind of quick through here. Okay. Get that full description. Oh, and I had another. Yeah, we're going to be doing Amadeus. Amadeus Concert instead of this other art one. Sorry. Copy link, bring it over here, and that should be enough info. Okay. Now we got the last of the things that we need to paste into beehiiv. Scrolling down to Saturday. Oh, well, almost the last things. We got, I'll skip Saturday. I'll put Sunday in because I do want to grab a couple more things for Saturday before I actually schedule this. I'll do Sundays right here. And then what we'll do is go into Canva and show you how I do that template for the artwork. Sound good? Art extravaganza, Gary Clark Jr. So what else do I use beehiiv for? I use beehiiv for my main Got Sheet newsletter, which I've actually been considering a name change because I'm moving away from strictly spreadsheet tutorials, which is what it began as, and more into automation generally, and even some email marketing for marketers, founders, stuff like that. So that's probably going to expand and broaden its focus pretty soon. But I've been doing the newsletter there, Got Sheet, as it stands right now, for 2 years. I guess a little over 2 years. And started on beehiiv, started before I thought I was ready, started all of them before I thought I was ready. And I've really enjoyed it. It's been weekly. It's been almost every week since probably 3 or 4 months after starting. I missed a few in there early on. Probably took one off during the holiday breaks, but I've been consistent. Then I started a daily newsletter last year. And that has been an exercise in consistency for sure. That one, I'll just show you the different ones so you get a flavor for what is possible with beehiiv. We got this, automate and scale your business one tool at a time. That's kind of where I'm going with Got Sheet. There's what this looks like going into a random article. I've kind of got it templated with similar style as what I'm using for the Knoxville Weekend. Progress and perfection. This is a recovery theme, Christian flavored daily reflection. So I've been doing these for a year and 3 months now, or a year and 2 months. And we got a little Bible verse, reflection, kind of a no frills type of deal. And then sponsorship, next sections. So all of mine sort of look the same because it's me designing all of them sort of in the same way. Let me see who's in chat still. Eric and Matt, hey, if anybody else is over there, let me know who you are, where you're coming from. And we're back over here in beehiiv because now we want to open up Canva. Now, this is another tool I've been really going to more than anything for a couple of years now. And I've got, I've almost said Excel. I've got Illustrator, Photoshop, Premiere Pro. I've got all the tools. I've got all the toys, all the fancy stuff. But for stuff like this, all you need is Canva. Because here's what I do. I make something that works and it's good enough. And in this case, this newsletter, I'm just focused on getting good enough and curating things and getting it out and live. And then we just use brand template and change the date. I already had today's date in this one. And then we download that puppy. I've got this as a 1920 by 1080 regular high def size. Quality 80% is all we need. And actually, I'm going to say limit this to 100 kilobytes. Matt's got a question. Do sponsorships get dropped auto-magically based on criteria you set, or do you presumably approve? Oh, let's dive into that. Yeah, because you and me have been meaning to catch up on that, Matt. Let me save this, and I will tell you all about sponsorships. All right, 3.7, that's on the desktop. And then from here, all we got to do, we got two places to put images. So this image right here, this is the thumbnail. So if you click this, you can show this at the top of a web post, or you can leave it invisible like this. That means, I'm not explaining it, am I? That's just the thumbnail for the web version of this post. It will not be in the email itself. So I'm going to upload a new image from the desktop, put that right there. That's going to live over here on the website as these thumbnails. Then when you go into it, it's just straight to the trivia, straight to the local business, etc. Okay, so that's why we were doing that. If we wanted an image in the newsletter itself, we'd have to come down here to the newsletter, backslash image, and then upload a new one. I don't want one there though. Okay, that's all we're doing here. I'm going to click through here and then we're going to answer Matt's question. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. You can change the audience that you send this to. You can exclude or include segments. So you can make an audience segment. I think that's a premium feature. Don't quote me on that. I think it is though. You can make an audience segment, say all your premium subscribers or all your free subscribers or people who have clicked on certain things or people who found you in certain ways. You can do a lot of stuff there. And then you can either exclude or include them here. You can change whether or not you publish that at all to the web down here. So web audience, I do want that published to the web. Hey, buddy.
I'm gonna make you see.
You can watch.
I'm gonna make you see to a face Mario again.
Oh no, we're not doing that again right now. Here,
Yeah.
join us for the tutorial though.
No.
All right. So up here we've got email. I'm showing them how to publish a newsletter. And then my friend Matt asked a question about sponsorships. That means when people pay you to put their ad in your newsletter. Did you know I could get money for this? How much do you think somebody would pay me?
$1,100.
$1,100. I'd love that. That's perfect. So up here we've got
Page Mario.
sending details, subject line. You can change this stuff if you want. The web details on my other newsletters, I spend a lot of time crafting SEO data like the meta title and the meta description. Take it, bud. On this one, I haven't been spending time messing with those details, and then you review it here. So from here, we can click schedule and we can publish it tomorrow morning at, I don't know, 7 a.m. I think is when I've been publishing them. And there's that. You can make changes to this post before publishing too. So like I'm going to add those Saturday things in here. I can just come in here and click at it. It's going to say save and sync automatically. Now, Matt, advertisements and sponsorships. So over here on the dashboard, and I don't have any on this account. So I'm going to go over here. I think I've got a couple pending on the progress and perfection account. Yeah. So what it will do is it will auto magically match you with sponsors or potential sponsors that are available to advertise on your newsletter. Depending on those companies, you can accept or decline those invitations. So this is the screen for the where the ad would go for the person like me who would be including those sponsored ads in my posts. There's another section where you can actually sponsor your own company and other people's newsletters too. But the way this works is available opportunities just pop up, and then they'll email you a notice of it, and you come in here and you either accept or decline. So you can click view details. There's some of these big companies, 1440, the Rundown, there's a couple others that I've been seeing a lot. So they're just heavy, just pushing out to as many eyeballs as they can in as many newsletters as they can. It doesn't necessarily fit with this recovery themed, like mental health newsletter I'm doing. So I'm just assuming they're just spamming it everywhere. And what it does, you've got a choice usually. Actually, this one, there's not a choice. This one, it's $1 cost per click. So unique clicks within a single send, they're going to give you $1 kickback on it. Let me actually go over to my other account where I've actually had a few clicks, not tons, but I've had a few. So it's under monetize ads, and it'll tell you like how many times people have clicked. And then you can see your earnings in your wallet. So you've got available earnings. So $140 I've earned from just random ads that have approached me. None of this is stuff I've sought out. Is it always CPC? No, it's not always CPC. I was going to see if I had an example. They've got one that's a CPM, and they added that a couple months ago. Superhuman, cost per click. Yeah, the two that I have currently pending are both CPCs. That's the most common that I've seen. But they do have the option on the advertiser's side for them to say CPM or CPC. So I'll see like $3 or $4 per CPM, so cost per 1,000 impressions. So they don't have to click it, but if you have if you got like 50, 100,000 people on your list and you send it to all them and they've got 20 or 30,000 opens, I think it's opens that those are based on, impressions rather. So they do have the option. It just depends on the company that's advertising as to whether they do that. The other piece, let me know if you have, let me know if you have more questions while I'm in the back office here. The other piece of monetization that's built into Beehiiv there's two, there's boosts and paid subscriptions. The boosts is probably, I kind of like this better than the ads. Although both are good, ads just makes more sense when you have a larger audience. Boost works from day one when you're growing your audience because you can come in here and here's the several that I've been working with. Some are live, some are paused, and you can accept different newsletter companies that are available to be boosted. And based on their offer CPA, they'll give you, like the AI report, they'll give me $2.16 for every subscriber that they get from me. Okay, how does that work? Let me show you. Well, I won't show you. I'll tell you, and then I'll show you if you want me to. Anytime somebody signs up for Got Sheet in this case, the first screen it takes them to is a recommendation screen where it's got a random selection from this boost list saying, hey, if you like Got Sheet, you might also like these newsletters, and they're already pre-selected. All they have to do is click yeah, or they can click out of it, no thanks. So I think, like I haven't been doing this as long as I should have been or paying attention to it. And $90, that's just like from doing nothing hardly, just going out, finding a few that are parallel with my target audience. And some of them have been around longer than others, like Creator Spotlight, Today in Digital Marketing. Some of these accepted the invitation, got a couple, but then didn't end up doing anything, I guess, and or decided to pause what this program was. Anyway, this should give you an insight into like the monetization piece. And then the last piece is this paid subscription piece. So how do you do this? Well, you can just simply put your newsletter behind a paywall, or like I did, and it's the reason I've only gotten one subscriber so far, but I've got it just kind of hidden somewhere as if you want to support the show or if you want to support the newsletter, and you'll be the first to know if we have any additional paid member features. sign up here, $50 a year, or I think I may have a monthly option as well. And somebody actually took me up on that last month. I actually checked. I got the email from my Stripe account. And it was like, hey, somebody's giving you something to the effect of there's an invoice for $50. Somebody's paying you $50. It's like that can't be right. I don't have any products that are a flat $50. This is wrong. Something is amiss. It's a spam. Somebody's trying to fish me for my info. But no, it wasn't. It was just this membership that I had forgot I had set up. What else we want to do here? That's pretty much all I had planned for today, unless there are any questions from chat to dive into the details of the back end of Beehiiv. Back here on the weekend, Knoxville Weekend, we've got our post set up. We're ready to roll. I've got several videos on the channel going through some tutorials on basic stuff like this. Yeah, Eric, Matt, you got anything else you want to see while I'm still hanging here for a minute? Design. Oh, I guess I could just touch on my recommendation for the website builder. Beehiiv has been making a lot of noise lately about their new beta version website builder. They acquired a company, TypeDream, last year. And TypeDream was a website publishing company or designing company where you could, kind of like Wix or Squarespace or some of these. Anyway, it's going to be baked into Beehiiv going forward. This is the new editor. It's got it kind of reminds me of, what's the big one? Webflow. Kind of reminds me of Webflow, how it's set up, but a real basic watered down version. So you can click between your pages, you can click between layers, sections, containers, and you can click around in it all on the page here, add different things, insert sections. They've got templates built out, and all of it is pretty slick, but I've found it to be quite cumbersome in the current beta version. So I'm building for a client right now a version of his about to launch newsletter, and I've hit some snags that just shouldn't be there. They'll get ironed out. It's because it's beta. It's for people like me to find and then report so that they can patch it and fix it and stuff. But I would not recommend using this yet. So it's March 5th, 2025. I bet in the next couple months this will release. I think they want to release it by April. That could change. But I do not recommend this yet, even though it is slick and even though it will be probably the best way to build the site in the future. I've hit too many snags and style hiccups that you're not going to hit if you just stick with the basic website builder. I got a question from Eric. Brand new to newsletters and monetization. Ton of questions, but hold off for now to learn all I can. Attaboy. All right, hit me up because I'll do more of these, Eric. I am doing, like I've never announced it or anything, but I do a little bit of consulting on the side for building newsletters. So I'm planning on, and I've got a repository of tutorials I'm slowly building up for the YouTube channel, doing more stuff like this. If you have specific questions, I would love to hear them, and I'll probably just make little videos out of them. Here is the current version of the website builder. And it's great because it's kind of tried and true and tested. You don't get as much customization options, but that's actually a good thing because it constrains you to just layouts that work. You can go from your home page to a sign up page to the upgrade page, like I told you about previously on the other newsletter, and then to custom pages. So you can actually build external or internal pages. And I can actually pull that up on my other one where I've made a bunch of custom landing pages in a minute. But this is where I really strongly recommend people to start out and to stay. And in fact, you don't even have the option. The only reason that I can go to the new website builder is because I am on the Max plan. So it's only for enterprise and Max users, which if you're starting out, unless you have a huge audience and need all the features, you probably are fine with just the scale plan. Matt's got a question. My whole setup is on Kajabi. Yes. Attracted to beehiiv model, interested in how it works. Yeah, Matt, same thing as I told Eric. Like if you got more questions, if we don't find a time to where you and me can have a call solo, I'll be happy to take an email with a bunch of questions and cut it up into videos and let you know specifically on specific use cases. Kajabi's one that I looked at for a few minutes back when I was starting, but I have not dove into it at all. So I feel as though, tell me if I'm wrong, I feel as though it can kind of do everything, right? It seems almost overly robust for the scale that I was at. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm about to log off here. There should be links in the description below where you can find me, where you can find the newsletter I'm working on right now. If you're interested in beehiiv, of course, I got that partner link down there. Most people will be fine also. And let's pull up their page. Beehiiv pricing. Oh, it defaults to my partner link. Hey, check this out. Here's where you go if you want 20% off from that link down in the description. But what I want is pricing. Most people, yeah, man, you bet, Matt. Yeah, Kajabi is all in one. That's what I thought. I feel like Justin Welsh is the first guy that I followed where he was big into that ecosystem, or at least he was for a while, and that turned me on to it for sure. Here's the pricing though. Most people are going to be totally fine, especially if anybody's watching this that actually came for the local newsletter angle. Going with this launch, $0, no commitment, up to 2,500 subscribers. You do get a custom website, custom newsletters, blah, 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 all the things, and you get custom domains. So I feel like this, and it's becoming more popular. The big platforms all have pretty generous free tiers now. They really want you to come and just get locked in and comfortable using a thing, as I've done with beehiiv. I mean, it worked on me. And then eventually you're going to upgrade if it works. And if it doesn't, well, you're going to roll off and not use the plan anyway. But the custom domains used to be behind a paywall. Audience segmentation, look at that. I said it wrong. Audience segmentation isn't even on the free plan. You can have up to 3 publications. This used to be a deal breaker for me. In fact, this was the main reason that I upgraded to the max plan back before it was called the max plan, is because I knew I wanted multiple publications. I could probably get by with just scale at this point. Recommendation network, API access, I don't use, but that's super handy to have for the future. All right, let's go. Let's crank it up to 5,000 subscribers. And here's where hopefully you're making some money by this point. 71 a month scale for it's really $90 after the 20% off months. But what you get in scale is very good. You get that ad network, you get the boost network. So those are paid features. If you want to make money inside the beehiiv ecosystem, you're going to have to get one of the paid plans. Whether you get it out of the gate or not, depends. If you have less than 1,000 subscribers, it's only $50 a month. I mean, the pricing it shouldn't be an issue because hopefully people are monetizing this or thinking about it out of the gate. Let's go back up to 5,000 paid subscriptions, email automations. That's another big one. And in fact, that's the reason that I couldn't do free also. I need my email automations. Didn't go over those today, but I definitely will in a future video. Sign up or I guess subscribe to the YouTube if you're still watching and you want to see some tutorials on the email automations. It's one of my favorite things to set up. You set up your old lead magnet, you set up your custom page for people to land on, and then you set up a custom email automation once they go through that funnel, and you just feed them exactly what you want in a little email drip campaign. It's quite easy to set up. It's a little bit tricky if you've never done it before, but once you get kind of the lay of the land, it's very straightforward. I like how they've got it. Referral program. So this is another thing. Actually, this is something I have not done at all. you can go into a post, and let's go into the post we just scheduled and make sure I'm telling you right, because I think I've got it at the bottom. I've got a referral. Yeah. So this share the Knoxville Weekend, this is a referral block that's built in, and / type referral program, and it just drops that into place. Now you can build out your referral program so that there's different tiers of prizes or rewards based on the number of subscribers that people bring over to you. And how do we do that? Grow, I think. Yeah, referral program, grow. And I think it's under configuration. See, I haven't done this at all. Fulfillment. Maybe there's an initial step. Add your first referral. I think that's it. Okay, here you go. You gotta say add your first referral. I think I would do a different name for the buttons in here for the UX experience. But anyway, this is how you add a reward, is what I would call it. New referral reward or new reward. Type it in here. It can be physical. When you're sending something to someone, it can be a promo code or a digital file. So you can have like a PDF, your classic like lead magnet type of PDF or a spreadsheet, and just deliver this immediately upon the milestone that you set. So if somebody, if you got it set up for 3 referrals and you get some random PDF, as soon as they trigger the 3rd referral, it will automatically, like an email automation, send them the reward. So that's pretty sweet. How'd we get there? From the pricing page, right? What else do we get here in scale? We get teams. If you're collaborating, we get surveys and polls. So the polls are a paid feature. I think I mentioned that earlier when we made a poll. Surveys, if you need more than like a voting answer in your polls, you're going to need a survey. And those are pretty sweet to do also. I don't think I've done one here. Let's go into where I have an actual survey set up. Audience, surveys, unsubbing. Okay, so here I've got 2 surveys on my Got Sheet newsletter. And this one right here is a welcome email survey, which I've got set up as part of the welcome sequence. Oh, I guess I shouldn't show any emails there. Sorry about that. So I will not go straight into that. But basically what you do is you can set up a new survey, type all your info, use this form builder over here to add questions and then responses. And for each question and response, you attach it to a custom field. So you can have like birthday, business product, coding skill, feedback, whatever, these custom fields that will attach the response of the person to this custom field in their account on the back end of your beehiiv. So this is super handy if you need to know more about your audience. And the best place to put those are in the welcome sequence. So as soon as somebody signs up, just you've been in those type of sign up sequences where they ask, hey, what's your first name? What's your favorite color? All that stuff. Great place for it right there. I've also made one for unsubscribing. So when people unsubscribe, what could I have done better? That's that. All right, that's surveys. Brief look at that. Now a briefer look at the Max plan. So for Max, you get to remove the beehiiv branding. You get more publications, so you can do up to 10 newsletters. You get priority live support. So you get to talk to a human being faster when you need support questions. And I have taken advantage of that several times. Unlimited seats if you have teams. Excuse me. Audio newsletter. I've dabbled with this a little bit. I actually don't use it. I found it to be a little bit, I just didn't really care for it for most of my newsletters. I'll go in here and show you where you can toggle that on though. If you're editing a post, up here in audience, advanced settings. Oh, I thought that's where it was. Hey, I wonder where it went. Maybe that's because I just emailed that. Oh, it's got to be on the web version. Sorry about that. That was a just email. So up here on this post, if you go to audience, it's not there. Is it on web? I think it's on web. Yep, audio newsletter. That took a minute to get to. Readers will see a listen online option in the email header to access an audio transcript at the top of the published web post. So this makes a little audio version, and it's not great. Like, I would rather narrate it myself if it was important to have an audio version. So I don't use this, but it is a feature, and if you like that type of thing, it is only in the Max plan. You get access to this newsletter XP course, which is pretty good, and you get beta access to select features, which is why, like I said, I'm on the beta version of the website builder right now. Now, this is a new feature that I actually intend to use, but I have not set anything up yet, RSS to send. I think that is, and I'll use it if it is, where you can set up an RSS feed. Let's see. Send emails containing content from an RSS feed to your subscribers. Yeah. So you can send content from an RSS feed. So interesting little feature there. That's new. I hadn't tried it out yet, but I want to. Okay. We're for real done now. Thanks for joining in. Check out the links in the description. You can follow me. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I got all my free newsletters down there too. Or if I don't, I will. And if you want to check out beehiiv, please use my partner link. It will help the channel out as well.